think my interest in plant science really came from my childhood as a starting point. My family were interested in plants, but when I got to university, it was plants that I found the most interesting. Really great lecturers who shared their knowledge, and really cool opportunities like the Gatsby Plants Summer School that I could come to and just learn more about it, how it can be applied in so many different ways, that knowledge of plant science, whether you're interested in plants because they're really cool or their ecology or their evolution, or how we can take the sort of fundamentals that we learn about plants and in so many real world applications, whether that's agricultural or medicine, or just sharing the wonders of plants with other people, those hidden worlds that we can invite people into in different ways. In my current role, I'm working with undergraduate students studying biology, wildlife conservation, but also biomedical scientists as well, who study our degrees. I started to realise during my PhD that as much as I loved finding out new science, I loved sharing science with people and sort of opening up the world of plants or the natural world to people in a variety of different ways, finding those different ways for people to be interested in plant science, find something that excites or really interests them, and then get their perspective that they can join the dots and connect in a variety of different ways. So it's, not just developing that science, but helping people understand it and bring their own experiences and perspective to things as well. So I run lectures and seminars and tutorials at my university. I also do some collaborative research. We've got a collaborative research project with our students at the moment that's developing more sort of creative, engaging, reflective ways that we can teach plant science. So looking at plant awareness disparity, what's behind this phenomenon, and how we can help people overcome it and foster a greater love and appreciation for plants. Before I was at the university, I worked for the conservation charity Plantlife. So I was the manager of the Royal Verge campaign for 3 years. And that was brilliant. It was working with a communications team. So I did lots of public engagement, working with different stakeholders that have their own expertise, but really sharing that sort of plant science knowledge, the people and plants angle, and bringing those together so that we could make on the ground sort of change for plants and wild spaces, which was brilliant. You can actually see things happening because you're bringing people together and sharing that knowledge of plants, which is brilliant, what it's all about. So trying to bring some of that into what we teach the students in terms of science communication, sort of our module plants and people, but also work that we've been doing, taking sort of seed morphology, seed germination experiments, outreach stands to Bath City Farm, for example. We've done that recently, and it's great to bring people into that world of plants, seeing people look down a microscope for the first time and see the huge variation in seed size and morphology and colour that we have, that little window into the world of plants that can really sort of like light bulbs going off in people's brains when they see that for the first time, which is brilliant and a privilege to be able to do. I think it's always really nice from a sort of, when you're focused in on your teaching so much, it's brilliant to sort of get those experiences of coming to conferences or hearing about that sort of cutting edge research, interdisciplinary research, whether that's sort of linking different disciplines, like we were hearing today about how understanding floral development, we can understand more about that, approaching it from the physics, the chemistry, the new imaging technologies that are being developed, seeing that and how they all come together is really nice to see, and hear about the new advances that are being made, could be made, and how we can use those technologies and apply that even more for different things, which is great to see. I think going forward, in conservation, I used to argue that it was just as much about the people as it was about the plants. So that public engagement side of things, science is all about storytelling in a way, and it's finding those different ways that people can bring themselves to the science, and that transforms how we look at it as well. That sort of collaborative research, citizen science, so many ways that we can take it. But it's nice to bring those together and see where we could possibly go in future as well.